Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Saturday Night Sports Tournament in this late Saturday, April 9th, 2016. I'm Peter Wiggins. Let's start off at the Magic Center in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, where the Boston Red Sox squared off against the Toronto Blue Jays in the second of a three-game series at the Magic Center in Toronto, and the Blue Jays get on the board first in the bottom of the first on a Jose Bautista home run on the line drive to left field that scores Bautista and Donaldson was 1-2 in favor of the Blue Jays. And then top of the third, Dustin Pedroia grounds at second baseman, Ryan Gwynns at first baseman, and Andrew Castillo and Rusty Castillo scores Blake Trout at third. And it was 2-1 Blue Jays. And then Xander Bogaerts hits a ground rule double on the line drive to right field. Blake Trout scores second double. Game for Bogaerts ties it at 2. And then Travis Shaw hits a ground rule double on the line drive to left field as Xander Bogaerts scores. It was 3-2 Boston Red Sox in the top of the third. But bottom of the third, Bautista strikes again with that home on line drive to left center field, and the combination of Bautista and Donaldson scores yet again was 4-3 Blue Jays. But then the Sox took over from there into the top of the fourth as Buck struck out of the circle to left field and circle career. That scores Buck Golden rescues through the third. It's tied at 4-4. And then top of the fifth, Hunter Ramirez triples on the line drive to right fielder Jose Bautista that scores Dustin Pedroia, and Xander Bogaerts and the Boston Red Sox take a 6-4 lead. And with Pebble center ball bended, press ball by Josh Dolly, Hunter Ramirez scores with 7-4 favor to the Red Sox. And then Dustin Pedroia doubles on the line drive to right fielder Jose Bautista. Mookie Betts scores, and the Boston Red Sox improve their record up 3-1 in the season with an 8-4 win over the Toronto Blue Jays as Rick Porcello got the win. Give up 7 hits and 4 runs and strike out 7. And Harry Dickey gets out of the loss as the Red Sox and the Blue Jays wrap it up tomorrow afternoon with Steven Radman with the Red Sox while Buckner's right on man for the Blue Jays. Alright, let's take a look at some other scores in the majors on this late Saturday night. It's the Houston Astros leading the Milwaukee Brewers 6-4 to the top of the ninth. Top of the 8th, St. Louis Cardinals leading the Atlanta Braves 8-2 with the top of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th, Kansas City Royals leading the Minnesota Twins 7-0. Top of the 7th, Chicago Cubs leading the Arizona Diamondbacks 4-1. Bottom of the 5th, San Diego Padres leading the Colorado Rockies 7-2 bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 3rd, Los Angeles Angels and the Texas Rangers are tied at 1 in the bottom of the 3rd. Top of the 3rd, it is Oakland 2, Seattle 1. Boston Red Sox over the Toronto Blue Jays 8-4. New York Yankees over the Detroit Tigers 8-4. Cincinnati Reds over the Pittsburgh Pirates 5-1. Chicago White Sox over the Cleveland Indians 7-3. Los Angeles Dodgers over the San Francisco Giants 3-2 in the final 10 innings. And Philadelphia Phillies over the New York Mets 1-0. Okay, shifting gears down to Phillips Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, where the Boston Celtics for a playoff round squared off against the Atlanta Hawks. And in the first quarter, it was an evenly matched first quarter. As the Boston Celtics went in first quarter break down 32-34. And then the Celtics halftime break as the Celtics and the Hawks played evenly in the halftime as the Celtics went a halftime break up 71-67. And the Celtics had a 12-point lead, but then the Hawks cut in the lead, but the Celtics went in the third quarter break up 91 to down 93-91. But then the Hawks pulled away with some good basketball by a combination of Millsap and Teague as the Celtics fall to the Atlanta Hawks down in Atlanta 118-107 to drop the 47-33 in the season. Jay Crowder and Isaiah Thomas had 16 and Marcus Smart had 19 points in the loss for the Celtics, while Paul Millsap had 31 and Jeff Teague had 24 points in the win for the Hawks. Next up for the Celtics, they'll be back at the Garden on Monday night for a date with a Charlotte Hornets. Okay, let's take a look at some NBA scores around the league on this late Saturday night. Phoenix Suns over the New Orleans Pelicans 121-100. Memphis Grizzlies over the Golden State Warriors 88-80 and 6:46 left in the fourth quarter. Cleveland Cavaliers leading the Chicago Bulls 70-63 with 5:58 left in the third quarter, and the Portland Trail Blazers Minnesota Timberwolves square off at 10:30 p.m. in Oregon and 10:30 p.m. The Sacramento Kings Oklahoma City time to get underway by 10:30 p.m. in Sacramento. And earlier at the Garden, the Boston Bruins squared off against the Ottawa Senators in the final game of the regular season with a playoff spot on the line. As the Boston Bruins, all they needed is a win and a Philadelphia getting less than 2 points. And the Boston Bruins had a promising start in the first period as David Pastrnak gets a 15-goal season assist from Brad Marchand, 24 assists, and Matt Talbot 5th assist was 1-0 Bruins, and things looked good for the Bruins, but damn, it all collapsed like a deck of cards as Chris Steele tied it in 1:42 the second period with a goal. The assist with Nick Paul and Brent Zingle was tied at 1, and that's when the Senators took over from there as Zach Smith scored the goal with 5:54 with an assist from Eric Carlson, 66 assists in the season, and Frederick Klessen's second assist was 2-1 Senators, and then 8:39 Matt Pumple goal with assist from Phil Farrell and Buddy Robson was 3-1 Senators 8:39, and 10 minutes in the second period, Mika Zibanejad, 21st goal season assist from Mike Coppin, and there was 4-1 in favor of the Senators, and then third period, Claude Julien, down 4-1, looked desperate as he pulled the goaltender's name chart for an extra attacker middle of the third period, but the gamble backfired as and Gene Gabriel Pargo gets an empty netter. Shutdown goal was 5-1 Senators, and then Zach Smith, another empty netter. 25th was this one, Jean Gabriel Pargo. It was a Boston Bruins. End the season with a disappointing note as they fall to the Ottawa Senators 6-1 as they end the season 42-31 at 9. 93 points in the season. And the Boston Bruins playoff hopes disappeared as the Philadelphia Flyers eke a playoff spot as they defeat the Pittsburgh Penguins 3-1. And dunks over the Colorado Avalanche 5-3. Calgary Flames on the Mountain, so the Wild 2-1. Montreal Canadiens over the Tampa Bay Lightning 5-2. Carolina Hurricanes lose the Florida Panthers 5-2. New Jersey Devils over the Toronto Maple Leafs 5-1. Columbus Blue Jackets over the Chicago Blackhawks 5-4. New York Rangers over the Detroit Red Wings 3-2. Los Angeles Kings, Winnipeg Jets getting away right now. Dallas Stars, Nashville Predators tied at 2 with 14:46 left in the third. St. Louis Blues trailing the Washington Capitals 4-1 with 14:56 left in the third. And Sabres Islanders tied at 3 as they go into overtime. Well, and the Canucks and it was getting away about 10 o'clock, and Sharks and Coyotes getting away about 10:03 p.m. Well, Claude Julien did the best he can this season to try to coach a young team, and I know this is not the 2011 Bruins, but they will give it time to rebuild, and Cam Neely, Don Sweeney's got a task in their hands as they will try to assemble what went wrong and what went right this season and focus on next season. All right, let's take a look at some sports news on this late Saturday night. Augusta, Georgia, while strong, steady winds and powerful gusts swept Augusta National Golf Club on Saturday and battered scorecards in the third round of the Masters. Defending champion Jordan Spieth remained in exactly the same place he started. It is your world. Stephen Curry and everyone else simply opening around the experts as you have led. As Golden State, Stephen Curry should be NBA unanimous MVP. For the second year in a row, the Boston Bruins are going to miss the playoffs with only a couple of points. But the second year in a row, they have a late season collapse to blame in this. The Bruins are smart. They're not going to fire Coach Claude Julien. The Denver Broncos have agreed to trade four-time Pro Bowl offensive tackle Ryan Clady and a 7th-round pick in this year's NFL draft to the New York Jets for a 5th-round selection. League sources told ESPN on Saturday. Also in Park, New York. Todd Pletcher had suffered 2 tough beats in Grade 1 races at Keeneland Saturday and was hoping to bad feelings don't in fact have a sense of 3 years. Outworking's on far. A win-win. Charleston, South Carolina, Australian Open champion Angelique Kerber, ranked number 2 in the world, retired because of viral illness during a semifinal match on Saturday. The Volvo car Open sending American Sloan Stevens to the final. Jockey Kent Dasbury and his brother Kent headed the Kentucky Derby after exaggerated dominant win in the Sunday Indiana Derby. The Los Angeles Rams may be moving again. They are in the magnet for a quarterback to get an elite prospect. They have to trade up in the next month to like the top 5. The Detroit Red Wings still lost their regular season finale against the host New York Rangers on Saturday, but still qualified for playoffs for the 25th consecutive campaign thanks to line individual rival Ottawa Senators trumps the Boston Bruins. Manny Pacquiao will climb into the boxing ring for what it could be the last time on Saturday with a Filipino icon among the 11 explosive final of the glittering 21-year career against American rival Tim Barkley. Weighing her left crown files, Carol ends also the saddle hopes. According to Maximum NFL Network, when discussing contract negotiations, Lewis was set to Bengals on a McMahon and offering them a deal that involved successful for Jackson as Hugh Jackson took the head coaching job of the Cleveland Indians. For Curtis Blackwell, Friday was a rep stated NCAA Division I Cartel dual rule and banning schools from holding talent camps away from their campus and coaches from working camps up that campus set them on a number of levels. Johnny Manziel was never the Broncos' radar. And that's going to be it for Sunday Sports 1 Minutes late Saturday, April 9th, 2016. I'm here to say have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow night for Sunday Night Sports Roundup. Good night.